So did you hear there's a new Man of Steel coming to Metropolis? David Corenswet will play Superman in James Gunn's upcoming Superman Legacy alongside Rachel Brosnahan, who will play Lois Lane. Now, the funny thing is that David has often already been compared to Henry Cavill. Look at him. They're like dead ringers who played Superman in 5 of the DC Universe films until he was let go. Which got us thinking about some of the previous Supermans who all seem to, well, look the same, right? Like Henry, Brandon Roth, Dean Cain from the TV show Lois and Clark, and of course the late Christopher Reeve. There certainly is a specific jawline look, hairline even. It looks like Jeffrey Schroeder. I said color Jeffrey Schroeder's hair black, right, Karen? And it's the same. They all look the same.
Dude, can I get an updated costume?
No.
That's the 1953
did you guys put?
Superman.
I don't have a.
Look at the S on
Is that my hair?
widow's peak.
I do.
Yeah, you have a widow's
I
peak.
look like Eddie Munster in that other picture.
No, you
I
have
could see that a little bit.
Yeah. So do you think with Superman that you have to stick to what everybody knows and loves as opposed to, well, I guess Spider-Man's kind of always the scrawny guy.
Well, Spider-Man has a mask, and that's really where these things kind of, you know, because the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I didn't realize like what a huge hit that is.
Right.
I don't think most people that don't watch those kinds of shows, it was a huge hit, and I think Superman is kind of stuck in this almost the same way Wonder Woman is. It's typecast because that's how the character has always been. Now, when we talk about James Bond, that's more of a story of a secret agency, so you can have some wiggle room to play around with different agents, but Batman, it has a cowl, but underneath there's a look that people are used to seeing. I don't even know if you kept a white guy and just put a beard on Batman if people would be with that, or if you gave Superman blonde hair. There are opportunities to add diversity to your cartoon characters, your heroes, and I think a lot of studios want to because they realize there's a huge market out there, but they almost feel, you know, chained to this one look because that's the only people that people saw in 1932 when these cartoons were made. They're heroes. I don't want to offend people.
In the comic books.
Comic books, yes.
What do you think? Do you think that they can ever branch out from Superman and make Superman different? No, you're not a big superhero fan? Moving on.
But you are aware of Superman.
Yeah, you're aware.
I'm aware.
I don't want his backstory.
Superman.
Would you buy Superman with gray hair like Jeff?
I wouldn't buy Superman, period. I mean, I'm aware of Superman like I'm aware of, like, you know, other things that I don't know anything about. But I know they are there.
I don't think anybody wants a superhero with gray hair.
Oh, why not?
Well, maybe.
Here comes Average Man.
That's more diversity, more people.
That is, exactly. Okay, you guys may have already seen this, but we got to talk about it. Tom Hanks' niece had an epic, embarrassing meltdown after being eliminated from the first episode of the reality competition show Claim to Fame. So she was eliminated after other contestants guessed who her famous relative was, after they were given clues like park bench, which, of course, is a nod to Forrest Gump. Take a look.
Carly,
Wow.
he was correct. Congratulations, Hugo.
Damn.
These freaking clues are so freaking obvious! Freaking bench! That's a freaking poster of freaking Forrest Gump! Are you kidding me? I don't deserve this! I should have more camera time! I should be here longer!
Oh my gosh. I think
I
my
do have feelings
5-year-old
about this.
doesn't act like that.
Yeah, I have a lot of feelings
Tell
about
us.
this one. Okay, so you know I'm a reality TV connoisseur.
Yeah, you are.
And basically, a show like this is a wink and a nod to the audience. Like, everybody's in on the idea that the only reason why these people are cast for what is like a competition game show type thing is because of their proximity to fame, which means that they aren't known for, you know, whatever they do as much as whoever they're around, their mother, their uncle in this case, are. So the idea that she took this so seriously, I mean, that scream was like what you should be doing when someone is after you and threatening your life. It makes me feel like she doesn't quite have a barometer of how to gauge how her emotions should be emoted. And that is not okay.
She has
I'm not
said,
taking
before
her
you
side.
chime in,
Okay.
she has said, I overreacted. However, then it's kind of followed by, because I read a few of her interviews, well, they could have given harder clues.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Her reaction was ridiculous. And Jeff, you've been on reality shows, so I want to hear your thoughts because I'm not a producer. You've been closer than I have. But if you feel like the producers are after you and they don't like you and they want you off the show and they have to give clues as to how to get Erica off the show, and the one clue was DB, and all they had to do is fill in the L and they know what you, like, you would be frustrated. You would say that they had it out for me, and that's what I got from that. I'm not defending her actions. I just think that she thinks they were after her, and she was like a park bench with Forrest Gump. What else could it be? Bubba Gump shrimp? Yeah. It was a super easy question. What do you think is a reality?
I think the questions were ping pong and park bench, so it was kind of obvious that it was.
And do you think that's where the reaction came from?
No, here's where I think the reaction came from. I've been on a handful of reality shows, and I actually one, I think, filmed in that house, Marriage Boot Camp. I think that's the same house that we were in. But anyways, nobody wants to be the first to go. And even when I went on these shows, I'm like, man, I don't care what happens. Your first goal is you don't want to be the first one out, right? This is obviously the first show. She's the first one out. She wanted a little bit more camera time, and there's a lot that leads up to it, right? The casting process, sometimes you get sequestered. This is kind of like your moment. She's going to be on camera. She's always in Tom Hanks' shadow or her family's shadow.
She's apparently an aspiring actress.
Right. So this was her moment. And then when you get out first, it's very disappointing. You know, I can't imagine. So I think a lot of those motions stemmed from there. This is going to be my moment to kind of step out from beyond the shadow. And I think that scream, by the way, I think they plugged that scream in. I don't think that was her scream. I got to vouch for her on that. Okay. That was blood curdling, like Erica said. I don't think you're going to make that noise when you might be disappointed.
Even the things she said, I wanted more airtime.
But here's the thing.
More airtime. We're on the air right now.
But
you don't say that out loud.
You don't say that out loud.
Like a grown-up.
But here's the thing. My advice to her would be lean into that. Right? Because we're talking about it. We probably won't talk about anyone else that walks off this show, but you got to lean into it, like the bad Chads. I don't want to name names with people that I'm with, but if you did follow me, you know who I'm talking about. I've had conversations off camera with those people, and I'm like, lean into this role. This is who you kind of are, and you're authentic to yourself, but you also bring this sort of angle. And every storyline, whether it's a movie or a reality show, you need your arcs, you need your turns, you need your villains, you need your heroes. And lean into that, and she might get some more airtime.
It's actually great advice.
Yeah,
maybe she'll be listening. All right, you guys, Jon Hamm recently tied the knot with his girlfriend of nearly 3 years, but now he's revealing why he wanted to say I do. During a recent appearance on a podcast, Jon called his marriage to Anna Osceola, I hope I said that correctly, that it was exciting, and said marriage gives you and your partner a sense of stability and comfort. Is that what you would want to hear when your spouse describes your marriage, stability and comfort?
He said it gives a sense of stability and comfort. He didn't say that he married her only for stability and comfort. And yes, you should want to be in a stable, comfortable environment if you're committing, presumably, the rest of your life to someone else. I find nothing wrong with that. And I think that, or with his statement in general, I think it encompasses a lot of things, including the love that he clearly has for this woman because he asked her to marry him. I think a lot of people could dissect the reasons why they're in relationships, whether they're successful or not, and they should dissect both of those things to figure out what it is that are kind of like the paramount or like the most important things to you and your love language in order to have a healthy relationship. That's totally fine.
I think about what's sold to us, though, as you know, when we're coming up. Every movie you see Erica's wild and crazy love, and it's some partner that's like, we fly by the seat of our pants, we're blowing off work today, and we're going to Europe with no bags, and that sold is like exciting. Then you go home, oh, here's Mark, just home from work with the kids.
It sets up
oh, here's Jordan, she's so boring, she's just folding clothes. Yeah, everybody wants wild and crazy until it's time to pay some bills.
Yeah.
Until it's time to fold those clothes, until it's time to organize for the 4th of July trip. And I think that's where the stability and comfort, it's so sad, is now we're asking, is that an insult?
Right.
That should be the biggest compliment. Like, Erica's a stable person. When she says she's going to do something, I know in real life, Erica will come through rain, sleet, or snow. I don't know how you say that. But yeah,
the
honestly.
old mailman term.
Yeah, honestly, it's a real compliment, but now it's looked at as a bad thing.
I agree with you. I don't want to cut you off, but I have a debate to settle.
Okay. Are we going to do it during the commercial break?
Nope. Before we go, last week, we had a big debate on the panel over a clip we played of Sarah Jessica Parker. We all couldn't help but notice that her necklace was off to the side, and on another show, we argued over whether it was stuck in her bra or looped through her shirt or it's part of her dress. Watch.
Let's get to the necklace.
It just bothers me.
Go back to the necklace. Show me what. So you
see how it's stuck?
It's not stuck. There's a hole, we found out. It's purposely going through the seam and leaving it out in sort of an asymmetrical, edgy chain, which I think you would like, Sam.
It's very cute.
Oh, so then it is a shirt.
Yeah.
That's a weird shirt. Do you think
It's
that's a new
cute.
trend? Would you?
I think it looks really dope.
That doesn't look like a necklace is stuck?
No, I would wear it.
Oh. So I want to thank a viewer named Lauren who wrote me and saw another picture. So first of all, I think we have a picture of Lauren wrote me on social media. Thank you, Lauren. She says, I watched DBL and I just noticed SJP is wearing her necklace tucked into her bra. This is at a completely different event. Tori said it was part of the seam of a shirt/dress. And I just want to show a close-up because Tori and whoever else agreed with Tori was wrong.
I agree.
Erica, you're wrong. It is stuck in her bra. Now,
That's not stuck. That's placed there. She didn't stick.
Okay, it could be purposeful. Maybe she's doing a new trend. She is a taste maker.
Trendsetter.
Okay, but that is not a dress or a shirt like y'all.
But the first dress was with a hole in it. Do you think that?
No, it's this.
But it's on purpose. No. It's not about the hole. Tori said that. I don't even know where she got that from.
It's on purpose.
You said it was an accident.
Okay, first of all, yes, I said it looks like it was stuck. But Tori and Erica said, no, this is a look, this is her dress. And Tori said it's part of the seam. Now, I even found another picture of her in like...
No, was it an accident or was it on purpose? That was the whole argument.
And the real point is, it wasn't the dress or the shirt when she got it, but when she styled it, that's the look now.
Okay, she's styling it that way.
Yeah,
but it's
on
not
purpose.
a dress. It's not a dress.
But that's not what the debate was.
Yes, it was.
That it wasn't a dress?
Did you not just listen to the piece that? Okay, so first of all, there's a whole nother.
This is hard hitting.
Wait, first of all, we do multiple shows here. We have to keep explaining. And the debate where this came from was on a different show.
I'm not gonna get my win.
No, we were talking about whether it was on purpose or not.
Pew pew pew.
I don't know if it's beep beep.
No,
Sam,
pew
you lost.
pew.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry,
you cut
Sam.
off a conversation.
Wow.
You could have just let this ride into the sunset, but you stopped a segment during E-Block, and nobody's got your back.
It's not a shirt. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren, the viewer, has my back. It's not a shirt.
Thanks, Lauren. Now both of you are wrong.
Yes. Only one more to make it even.
Appreciate you, Lauren.